the road again. We can't wait to get on the road again. Telling stories to our family and our friends. We can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. We can't wait to get on the road again. Telling stories to our friends. We can't wait to get on the road again.
And this month we're talking to we're talking about sapphic fiction / romance featuring young adults. Yeah, yay! It's kind of a brand new area for us. We have one other author that does YA, and in addition to Livia, and her new book, which is a debut book for her, is called All That Pride, and we're very excited to talk with her about her debut book. So I have the pleasure of introducing Livia. Livia Janes is currently a student at the University of Calgary, our neighbors to the north, taking as many creative writing courses as she can fit into her schedule. She has honed her craft since she was in high school, with her little sister cheering her on all the way. She hopes to graduate with her Bachelor of Arts and an embedded certificate in creative writing. All That Pride is her debut novel. You can follow Livia on Instagram and check out her website at liviajanes.com. She's also brand new to Facebook. Yay, we finally got her on Facebook.
Yay, and doing a wonderful job. Good job.
Thank
So,
you.
without further ado, Liv, if you're ready, take it away.
All right. So for context, this snippet that I'm about to read is right after Charlie and Darcy have arrived to pick up Lizzie and her friend group for a Halloween party, but Jenny is insistent on taking pictures before they go.
Okay.
What are you dressed up as? I ask. I'm not dressed up as anything. This is technically true. Darcy's dressed in ripped jeans and a long-sleeved crop top that hugs her curves, all black. Her eyes are lined with copious amounts of dark eyeshadow and liner, making the blue of her irises even more shocking than usual. She's not dressed up as a character. If anything, she's dressed up as herself. A really scary version of herself, which is saying something, because her normal self is terrifying. Her eyes flash as she closes the door behind her, and I forget to breathe for a moment. I remember in the next moment, inhaling as she thrusts an arm at me. She's holding out what looks like an iced mocha. You got me coffee? I did. Darcy lifts her chin as though she's ready to make excuses and defend her kind, generous decision. I considerately don't question her. Why would I question free coffee? Tearing the paper off the straw, I suck down a gulp. I'm going to be jittery all night if I drink this, but it's worth it for the soft look that comes over Darcy's face when she sees I like it. It's worth it to see the way her eyes darken when I put the straw between my lips. I abruptly pull back from the coffee, coughing. Darcy raises a hand, about to pound me on the back, but I wave her off. I'm fine, I croak, checking to make sure I didn't get any coffee on the costume that Jenny so painstakingly arranged for me. I'm fine. Darcy turns a more critical gaze on my frilly clothing. Who are you supposed to be? Jack Sparrow? I make a face. Jenny picked my costume. I've learned it's easier to go with it. This is a yearly thing, then? I thought I was done with it after 8th grade, I laugh. Then I met Jenny. It's definitely a yearly thing. Lizzie! Jenny jumps up and down, trying to see me over the bushes. Come on, pictures! Darcy raises an eyebrow when I look back at her. Pictures? Yep. I grimace, raising my coffee cup in some semblance of a toast. Tradition. You coming? I'm not dressed up, she stalls. I give her an unimpressed look. Right. Jake and Charlie totally got out of it because they weren't dressed up. I roll my eyes at her, reaching out and tucking my hand through her elbow. Come on. When we round the bush, we're treated to the sight of Jake and Charlie fully engrossed in one another. Jenny is posing them as she snaps pictures, but her instructions are limited. They don't do much PDA for obvious reasons, but it's clear that they're plenty comfortable with each other. Physically, I mean. The bushes have provided enough cover that Charlie's comfortable wrapping his arms around Jake's waist. Jake leans back into him, his head tilted against Charlie's shoulder. He's taller than Charlie, so that position has got to be uncomfortable, but they make it look like the most natural thing in the world. Foreboding itches across my skin. I can't see a hint of feigned happiness in either of their smiles, but I can't help but feel that this scene is entirely unnatural. Jake came home so upset only a week ago, but looking at them now, it's hard to remember the rift is even there. Charlie whispers something in Jake's ear, then makes brief eye contact with Jenny, who's circling with a camera. All of a sudden, he spins Jake around, sliding his fingers through Jake's belt loops and tugging him closer. God, my heart skipped a beat, and I wasn't even on the receiving end of that move. Jake's blushing wildly, resting his forehead on Charlie's. I don't understand how Jake is doing this. My hand tightens on Darcy's elbow and she winces. Oh, sorry, I say, my arm falling to my side as I release her. It's fine, she says to me, but she's watching Jake and Charlie, a worried crease lining her forehead. My stomach turns, and I hide my discomfort in a sip of my coffee. Darcy shakes herself and looks at me. For a moment, it looks as though she's going to smile, but she doesn't, and I can see the trepidation I feel when I look at Jake and Charlie reflected in her serious blue eyes. I take a breath. Do you think... Lizzie, Darcy! Jenny turns her bright-eyed gaze on us. Your turn. Darcy wrinkles her nose, but she lets me tug her toward the porch. Fine. The hard planes of her face soften as she looks at me, and she holds out a hand. Drink? I pass her my already half-empty cup, and she reaches through the bars of the porch to set it down. She glances back at Jenny, standing uncertainly by the porch. What do you want me to do? Jenny suppresses a small smile. Sit next to Lizzie. Darcy gingerly sits next to me, mimicking my position. I lean back against the rails, sneaking a look at her out of the corner of my eye. Her knee knocks mine, a touch of warmth in the chilly October air. I turn my head and face her fully. It's kind of obvious that she isn't used to the type of photo shoot that Jenny likes to do. She stares straight ahead, the only hint of a smile and the softness hidden in the slight curve of her lips and the relaxed angle of her jaw. The light streams straight through her pupils, shining through the fairy tale blue, and the sharp line of her eyeliner matches the perfect application of her lipstick, every artful smudge and crisp stroke deliberate. A spark catches into a flame burning in my chest. Nate coughs, and I jump, my head swiveling. He's standing behind Jenny, his eyes twinkling secretively, a smile poorly concealed behind his hand. I grimace at him. What? Nothing, he smirks. Nice pictures.